Pay attention, and on this my bust line, 8.5, and on this bust line I have to measure out like 8. So listen attentively here, and now I want to do my shoulder flare or shoulder A-line. It will flare right from the shoulder to the length where it will end. I so much like that pattern of dress. So the first thing I do is to fold like this, to fold it like this. You can see the way I fold it. That's the first thing I do. You can see the length, and you can see here it is tiny. By this end it tends to be smaller. So I'll have to measure my length. I want it to be 40 on the dot, but because I have plenty fabric, I want to gather the down. So if I am gathering the down by 5 inches, you minus 5 inches from 40, it will give us 35. And I measure from here to get my 35. But so I have to add ½ inch. I hold that ½ inch up here to now give me 36. So I mark. This is my 36. And from here I get my 36, which is here. I mark. This is my length. Then from here I get my armpits, which is 8.5, because I want it to be sleeveless, and use 8.5. So my shoulder is 14. I'll check here. 14 is 7. 14 is 7. When I divide it by 2, I get 7. I mark. Then along the armpits line, I have to measure out the bust. My bust is 44, and this is 44 on the dot. So that means I have to shift my fabric a little bit. I have to shift it to get more space for my cutting. I measure again. I have 11.5. I need to have something like 12, so that it's not gonna tight me on the busts, to be free dress. So I shift again and measure again. And here, yes, I now have 12.5. I guess this is very okay, very okay. So my shoulder from here is have to make sure here is still the same length as I left it. My shoulder here is 7, that is 14 divided by 2. Pay attention, and on this my bust line, 8.5, and on this bust line I have to measure out like 8 and join it to this part. Then you curve it. Hope you saw what I did now. Then you curve. Then here I have to take out the neck. I want it to be 3.5, just a closed neck. And I'll do here 3.5. If you like, you can still use your curve, but I prefer my free hand. Then you slant the shoulder. If you have any problem with what I just did, please contact me in the comment section. This is the front pattern. I'll fold my fabric again and use this and place on it to get the back. So I've finished arranging it This is my front pattern on the fabric. I want to cut the back pattern. So the next thing I do now is to draft the neck. I want probably a high neck that I'll use some rope to catch. So I have to keep, since it's high neck, I'll put extra 1.5 inch up here, then slant it to the center. And since I have 3.5 here, I'll have to mark out my 3.5 of it in. So everything here remains the same except for the neck. Then I cut this is my pattern. This is shoulder A-line, or you call it shoulder flay. You can use it and do a shoulder flay, but this is shoulder A-line. But flay and A-line, all of them are the same. So let's do the little flay, the little gather that is down it, which I said I'll use 5 inches. I don't even need it to be too long. The shorter, the better. So 5 inches, I have to put seam allowance 1/2 inch up and 1 inch folding allowance down. So I'll have to cut with the remaining fabric. I just did dress with 2.5 yards. So I have to cut the remaining fabric to get my 6.5 inches.